So in this video we're going to be talking about Marvins Secrets by a guy called Cruz, not the actor, just some guy called Cruz, and he's going to show you his 5-step secret formula to making lots of money with binary options. Now let me tell you what the software is, or at least what they say the software is. They say that it's not a binary option trading software. It's not going to make trades for you. What this ultimately ends up being is you using something called the equalizer, and the equalizer is going to give you suggestions on trades that you could make through indicators and you know all of these different calculations, and then you've got to make a decision on whether you want to trade a binary option or not. Now first of all, let me explain, like the video does explain, and I'll be honest with you, this is the first binary option video that quite frankly is very honest about trading and tells you really what it's all about. Usually when I get into these types of videos, I come across somebody that tells me that they're going to be, you're going to be able to be trading a piece of software, and this trading software is going to make you so much money just by using an automated piece of software. And here they're very clear about the fact that you shouldn't be using an automated piece of software, and that's a good thing. But there are a couple of red flags that I want you to be careful about. I'm not telling you that this is a scam or not. I'll be honest, this is one of the first that I've ever seen that have been very direct about what their intentions are. But I'm also going to explain why I think you need to be careful. Alright, let me just explain first of all, if you want to get into binary trading of any kind, or any trading of any kind, you need to have a few things to look at. The first thing you need is a mentor. Okay, you need somebody who's going to show you how to trade. All right, you also need a strategy, and you also need to have an understanding of indicators, like they say in the video. So you need to understand how the trend works, how stochastics work, how candlesticks works, all of that stuff. You'll need to understand how these indicators work so you can make a profitable trade or not. All right. You also need to have an understanding of the market, so how markets influence others, and you also need to have an understanding of how external factors, affect the market. So, for instance, hurricanes and disasters, that sort of thing, they have an effect on the market. That's why I always tell people never use an automated piece of software and just solely rely on that, because you're not going to be able to make a calculation with the markets if a hurricane or a disaster happens. It doesn't work. You always need to have that human element involved in trading. And this is what this video covers. So it seems fairly legit when it comes to that. But here are the red flags that I'm very concerned about. All right, the first one is this. If you actually watch the video, and I downloaded this video, and this guy's showing you on his PayPal account that he's earned so much money in this big in the red circle. It's like $183,000 over that in his PayPal account. Now that's the first red flag. First of all, when you're trading any sort of commodity, nobody pays you in PayPal. Alright, this looks like something from a marketer's point of view. That's the first red flag. The second red flag is that this guy is approaching this from a urgency point of view. All right, so a trader worth his salt is never going to make you do a trade and say, if you don't do this, if you don't make this decision in the next 5 minutes, we're not going to let you through. A trader worth his salt always wants their decision to be a really, really clear one. All right, you shouldn't be forced into anything. This is really a marketing pitch more than trying to sell you a system. Alright, so be very careful of that. I know a lot of legitimate people that do trade, and they steer away from this type of hype. In fact, there is one guy, I can't remember, he was doing something online with trading, a genuine guy, but he was very clear about the fact that he would say to people, their system, they've got unlimited copies, they really do want to teach you. You need to pay to learn that type of thing. It's a very, very structured thing. And people that trade for a living, they want people to get their money's worth so they can be properly educated. Something like this is very hypey, and it's not to say that a system is wrong because it's hypey. I'm saying it's wrong because this is trading with money. All right, you shouldn't be doing that with this type of system. This is why I've got a problem with this program. The other thing I've got a concern about is if you have a look at the video from the very first one, there's these people that are watching their computers, and they obviously actors. I mean, you don't film people getting disappointed and then watching them getting excited. So you watch this video right from the beginning, you've got these actors showing how disappointed they are. And then if you watch this page over here, if you watch this video, you'll see it starts off with all the same people being all excited. That's for show, right? That's not real. That is not how you should be presenting yourself, all right? I really don't support that type of thing. So I'm not going to say that this program is a scam, but you need to be aware of the fact that any sort of program that promotes a trade and trading any sort of commodity, you need to have a very good understanding of what you're getting into. They tell you everything you should hear and everything. I was very surprised at what they said, because they're telling you, they can't guarantee a trade. You need to be educated about decisions. Then they tell you that if you read the document over here, they'll actually tell you that after your first couple of trades, your first trade with the equalizer, after completing your first trade with the equalizer, we will send you free access to Marvins Secrets and the 5-minute trick. Alright, so they're going to be teaching a strategy, which I always recommend. But here's the problem. Alright, there are systems out there that do teach strategies, but let me also tell you that nobody's going to be giving that away. Alright, that's why this looks like it's coming from a marketing point of view and not a trader's point of view. If this was a legitimate trader trying to help you, they would be saying it's going to cost you X amount of money to learn the secrets, and I will show you how to do it. I know that because I know of people in this industry still. I used to trade myself, I don't anymore because of the stress. It's just way too stressful. And I knew somebody who was doing this on a daily basis, so people would pay him and he would teach a strategy, and then they would learn from him. But you always pay for that type of thing, and you usually pay quite a bit of money for that. All right, so when you deposit money into their brokerage accounts, which they're going to recommend to you because they've got the system set up, they're obviously doing it not because they recommend the brokers, but because they have a deal with the brokers that they're going to earn commissions off. And very often, if you put in $250 into a brokerage account, what's going to happen is that the market is going to make exactly that. So if you put $250, the market is going to make $250. And that's why when it comes to trading, I don't like this type of thing. I don't like the fact that you're going to market stuff to promote this type of thing. I'm an internet marketer myself. I teach people how to make money online, and we have similar things that we do in our business, but it's got, I don't go near this stuff when people are trading their actual money, because really at the end of the day, you are gambling. All right, you're taking a chance in a trade, whether it's going up or down. Right, what I do is I teach people how to make money in a real business and how to make commissions. I do teach people to do that. We even have hangouts on a regular basis where I touch base with my team, so you get to see me, you get to know me. All I know about this guy is we've seen a picture of him, and it could just be a stock photo. In fact, I can almost guarantee it that is a stock photo, and none of the information you're seeing right now is real, other than the disclaimers that they need to have at the bottom of their actual video. So if you go to the bottom here, you'll see that they've got a disclaimer down here which they have to have, and they tell you that trading is a tricky business and that sort of thing. But all of these guys here, these are probably just stock photos that you can get off the internet. I even tried finding them, but they've joined everything into one image, because usually you can find these people on a stock image. Alright, so I know this has been quite a long video. Geez, this has been 9 minutes, but please be aware of the fact that if you're going to get into any sort of trading, you need to know what you're doing. You need to have a strategy, and you need to see the person. At least that's my opinion. Don't get involved with anything where you don't have any contact with the people behind it. Don't just go and put your money in a system without knowing who the person is, what strategy you're going to be using, because you don't want to get into something and, just go blindly into it. You want to know about the information. If this is for you, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just trying to give you a little heads up here. On the other hand, if you want an alternative, I've got something that you could possibly try. I do teach people how to make money online, nowhere near as risky as this, believe me. And if you're going to be spending $750 investing in something, which I can probably tell you right now that you're going to lose that money, because it isn't that easy. If it was, everybody would be doing it. Just like they say in the video. They tell you everything you want to hear. You get so excited about all the stuff you see that they just pull you in, and it really psychologically grabs you. They hit all the numbers. So if you would like to know more about this, what I can suggest is click on the link below. It says takeopportunities.com. Click on that link and you'll be taken to a page where we'll tell you exactly what to do next and what I'm all about. So that being said, you have a super great day, and I'll catch you on the inside. Cheers.